Hello? What year is it? It's been it's been 20 years. It's been 20 fucking years. No, I'm just joking. I don't have a cough. I'm like fine actually. Hi guys. What's up? Long time no see. My demon. Hi. I'm waving. Hi. What's up? Long time no see. What no, that's wrong. I don't remember what are my It's been so long that I don't even remember my keybinds anymore. Oh no. He's beginning. Hi guys. Hello. Yes, my big eyes. Hi. Odimon. Yeah, he's horny, so he's been very loud and mean to me lately. But that's besides the point. Hi chat. It's been a long time. How have you guys been? God, I didn't die, I promise. But you guys will not fucking believe. You guys will not believe the month that I've been having. Jesus Christ. Hi, everybody. Hi, EXO. I'm gonna scroll back up. Oh, I'm gonna scroll back up and say hi to everyone. So if you haven't already said hi, be sure to do so. It's been a while. Let's see if I remember how to stream, right? Hi, Mossy. Someone found my Murris and Peace pics. Never mind. Pics. Nevermore. And mind, I'm not spinning. Mossy. If you don't want people to find them, then delete them. What do you mean? The demon is home. I am. Hi, Brexis. Hi, Rose. Thank you for the 5 months. You're crazy. Hi, Moonstar. Hi, Krim. You leave me and my wet child cough alone, alright? Hi, Bite. Hi. Oh, Limon. Correct. Hi, EXO. Hi, Siren. Hi, Ether. Hello, Cosmic. You'll never guess who was first. I literally do know who was first, actually. I want life updates from everyone. That's so good because I'm gonna complain to you guys today. Alright? You guys are my free therapy. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I'm not, like, being for real about that. But Jesus Christ. Ball cancer. Yeah, you got me. Balls. It's terminal. I have balls. Hi! Thank you for the 27 months. I will marry you. That's crazy. This is also my baby sensory because I've been playing a lot of Sudoku. And you guys are gonna be really nice about it, okay? You don't have a fucking choice, okay? But hi chat. I hope you guys are doing well. I have had what is this? Also, we're one event away from a hype train. Or two? I don't know. Gay ass has balls on their brain. I don't know what to tell you, dude. You started it. But I don't even remember where to like start. You guys know I'm engaged now, right? You guys know this. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 1. 7, 5. This is no, it's a 7. I knew that. Sorry. Yeah, okay. So, Jesus Christ, what was the last fucking thing we did? Or like the last update I gave you guys? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stream, don't worry. And then I promptly exploded because my health took a dip and my social life was nuts. And yeah, I was at urgent care yesterday. So yeah, I came back from Canada. And things were fine. I was really busy. Uh, what? Evil mom decided she doesn't wanna anymore. Huh? Uh, I had okay, I don't even remember where to start. Okay, so I went back to work just fine. Oh yeah, the evil client's mom. Yeah, that's right. I mean, sorry, she's evil. He's not. He's not evil. Um, we were having I was shooting for promotion at work because we had positions open. And thankfully, your boy scored it, right? I got it because of course I'm the best. Um, that being said, I was really like worried about not getting it. Uh, so I had to focus on that, and I had to lock in on work because I like my job, and I don't know, I was just really needing to lock in on it. So I had to be like, okay, well, I was just off for a prolonged period of time, right? So I can't just be like, yeah, I'm gonna limit my schedule even more because I'm gonna go play Minecraft for fun, okay? Um, so I gave them my availability and I had like opened it up entirely to be like, just schedule me whenever, basically, because I wanted to like make up for the hours that I missed, okay? Because I only had enough PTO for one of the 2 weeks I took off, meaning that I didn't get paid for the entirety of a week of work, which is not ideal when you got vet bills to pay. Um, 5. Yeah, so I've been working a fuck ton. And that's like chill, that's whatever, okay? And then you guys may recall I suffer from a lot of like chronic ouchies and stuff like that. And randomly I had like been feeling better and I was like, "Whoa, I'm better, I'm cured," okay? And it was great. I was enjoying life. I was doing everything that the way I don't know, I was just like enjoying life and doing my job. And then um over the weekend, my like back left hip started hurting really badly. And it was like pretty bad. And it was super inflamed. So like I was super swollen and gross. And I basically couldn't do anything except be flat. So I did like an emergency visit, like on my phone. And they were like, I don't know. Here's a here's a round of steroids for the inflammation. Go get an x-ray and we'll just see what goes on. Um, so I did. He gave me new meds and then they told me not to go to work, so I didn't go to work for like the rest of the week, which sucks even more. And especially because I just got the promotion, you know? Uh, are you gonna cannibalize Mossy? What the hell? Free my boy. He's done nothing wrong. Um, ugh, this slot right here is either a 6 or a 9. Yes. Um, you're so funny, babe. Yeah, so I got an x-ray and I picked up 2 new kinds of medication and I was just like flat. I was told I couldn't bend at the waist or like squat or like do anything of lifting, like whatever. And I got the results of my x-ray back and the comment they had put on there was like, there's deterioration and uh something else that I didn't like know what it meant, but I had like looked into it and it's basically like bone spurs, which are like bits of bone growing in a way that they shouldn't be. Uh and it's not great. People usually have them and it's not really like a big deal or anything. But then sometimes they do become a big deal because think about it, it's a piece of your bone. It's a piece of your bone growing in a way it shouldn't, and sometimes it can just interfere with stuff, right? So no one really said anything about like what that meant, and I was like, okay, what? Can someone explain this to me? And I scheduled an appointment with my primary care doctor, and she was like, she was useless. Fuck her. But I that's been my thing, is there's something wrong with my hip, and I don't know what it is. I know that something is deteriorating, and I don't know what. I don't know like if it's my joint or my bone or what. No one's given me an answer. Uh and they're just like, well, you've always had chronic pain. And I was like, well, motherfucker, can we maybe make it that I don't? Have you considered that? Maybe? A little bit. And that's where I'm at there. All the while this is happening, I have an ingrown nail, which is like, they're common, like everyone gets those, okay? And I was like, okay, no problem. I like dealt with it, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like I thought that I got it all. But then like over the next few days, as I'm dealing with my back stuff at the same time, by the way, I look at my Go to an orthopedic doctor, please. I'm going to a back specialist. I'm going to a back specialist, don't worry. The only referral they were gonna give me was to orthopedic, like, for surgeon. And I was like, I don't need surgery. I mean, if I do, no one's told me that or not yet. But like, hey, I'm gonna see a specialist next month. But anyway, my toe got super swollen, and I was like, oh man, maybe I didn't get the nail out like I thought I did, right? Which, like, if this is the shape of your nail, this part got lodged underneath the skin, and so this is kind of gross. I had to like yoink it up out of my skin, and it was bleeding everywhere, but it felt a lot better. I was like, oh, haha, crazy. My nail was trapped in there. Hi Ezra. And everyone I've said this to has been horrified that I did it myself. I don't know why. I've always done this. Apparently you're not supposed to do this, but I've always done it, and so it was like bleeding a bunch, and I just put a band-aid on it because like whatever, right? And then it got really bad and infected, and I went to urgent care yesterday, and luckily it was fine. I didn't have to do anything. But I am on antibiotics now, and the moral of the story is don't pick at things on your feet. And then on top of all of that, Sophie has a fucking corneal ulcer. And I just got it, we just looked at it again today, and it turns out she doesn't have one big one, but two small ones, which is like... I got distracted by the song. Yeah, she has two small ones, but luckily they're already healing. So at least right now, she doesn't need surgery, but we're gonna check back in on her in a week. And if she does, then there goes all of my money that I didn't want anyway. Thank you, Sophie. Very cool. And my mom got surgery on her eyes, like back to back. And I'm like the primary, that would mean that I'm like the primary caretaker for her. So I would be at my caretaking really like difficult job all day, and then I would come home and I like couldn't even rest because I had to make sure she was okay. And so I didn't have any free time, or if I did, I was like, I'm gonna spend it with my fucking fiance or my friends. Uh and yeah, that's what everything that's how my life has been lately. Not to mention like the brief stint of like Tumblr drama, which I'm cringing calling it that. It's more like a misunderstanding that happened on Tumblr that I was a part of, I guess. But that's all good and cleared up now. Or like, no, at least I hope it is. It is for me. I don't know. If it's not for anyone else, I don't know about it. So who cares? And yeah, is it with people we know? Yeah, I mean, it was just like a general misunderstanding, I guess. Either way, people were not very kind about it. Who should I be mad at? Nah, no one. It's all chill now. And yeah, that's been my past bit of time. Is I've been going through all of that ever. And I was like, why on earth would I stream when I can't do anything right now? And yeah. So if you were like, where's my bite bitten content? That's where I was in the fucking trenches, okay? What? Bring me back my Sudoku. That being said, I have been coping really well with it. Just like everything going to shit. Where's my red 40 trans critter? Based. This is a funny song. It keeps distracting me. I meant trench. I just fully like, I was chill with you saying French. I didn't even think that was like a typo, I'm not gonna lie. Also, I think Abraxas, you were like, I don't understand Sudoku, it's very easy actually. I know it looks intimidating. You just can't repeat a number in the same horizontal or diagonal, and it's 1 through 9 in each box. So it's just process of elimination. But it does make me feel really smart, like whenever I'm doing it. And this is just what my brain. Oh shit! I thought I was on annotation mode. Whoopsies. Uh, I think, I think I that's, I think that's everything that's been wrong. Don't get me wrong. There's been good stuff too. This is too loud. And I'm gonna turn this up so you guys can hear it. But like, I soda pop. I thought you were gonna reference the Saja boys. I'm not gonna lie. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here I'll walk you through it. Look, okay. So right now we have these 4 empty slots, right? And because we are missing 2, 5, 8, and 9. Okay, we know 2 can't go in this row because there's already a 2 here, which means it can go in one of these 2, right? But 5 we know can't go in this row because there's a 5 here, and then there's a 5 here, so that means by process of elimination it has to go here. And then 8 it goes here because it can't go here because I say so. Also because I know that there's a 9 here, which means this is 9 and this is 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I am so outsiders rotted. That's like a show, right? But yeah. How have you guys been though? What have you guys been up to? I know it's the bite complaining show, but I promise I'm like chill. I'm like okay. It's just more of just catching you guys up to date on everything. Um and like some people care, some people don't. It's fine. I've been horse rotted. Like the animal? Class is kicking my ass right now. No, you're so brave. I believe. One, two, three, four. I've been reading a lot. That's how I've been like kind of like um oh, like the game, right? Are you talking about the horse game? The horse racing? Ume whatever? Is it Ume Musume or something like that? No. That means something else, I think. I don't know. It's my senior night Thursday. Wow. Jamp! I thought you had a migraine. This. Oh shit. Don't worry about it. Wait, why? One, two. How is that not 3? Because all that's left is 3 and 9. Oh, because it goes here. Silly. Shakes your bald ass? What the fuck does that mean? Also, you guys may notice, actually, wait, it's not supposed to be, okay, hang on. Hang on. Jamp is bald. Is his ass bald? We don't know. That's kind of making assumptions. That feels like it's private information that should be between Jamp and Jamp. I'm so sorry he would treat you like that, Jamp. I would never expose you. I did a play production of The Outsiders and I got a speaking role. Congratulations. I am not aware of the extent of the ass hair on the Jamter. I'm really glad to hear that. It's not supposed to be a sub goal, it's supposed to be a follower goal. I need to change this. I'm fixing this live. I just choked on my drink, EXO. Well, EXO is a delight. And a curious delight at that. But yeah, I've been like actually the way I've been kind of like navigating my own stress and stuff. What the fuck happened? What year is it? Did I miss by? See, exactly. That's why my going live. That's why I everything. That's why my everything is this way. I'm like, where am I? Who am I? What year is it? I don't know what color this is. You think I know anything? What the hell? I think it's this one. That looks fine. Um. Thank you for the 8 months with Prime. Is this Beetlejuice? Yes. There we go. Okay, it's a follower goal. Which means this one can go away. Oh shit, it's too short. No, it's too long? No way. Ah! There we go. Okay. Sorry, I'll be less gay. Okay. If you notice up there at the top above my head, I have a follower goal. I will give my friends my Twitch for a week if we hit it. Which sounds like that's a good plan to me. They definitely won't take advantage of that. Rin asked me if they could talk about trains, so what is missing in this row? Sure, bite. I know what they are. I think everybody knows what they are. I think. You know, I really haven't met anybody that really likes trains who isn't autistic. Smirk. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna be gay. I don't know who would I be most afraid of having access to my Twitch. Maybe Jackspur. But it's because he doesn't have a filter, you know? I feel like he would traumatize you guys and there would be nothing I could do. Or maybe it would be funny actually. I don't know. He would say something rancid and be like, "Okay, so these are all of the men that I want to fuck." And you guys would just have to sit there and watch. And it would be like the most rancid fucking old guys you've ever seen in your life. He's my boss? Who? Jackspur? How many fucking people do you mod for, bro? $17. Oh my god. I don't even know what comment you're talking about, but I believe it. Like, fully. I miss Anthony. I wish gay people were real. I'll let him know. Hang on. In Twitch chat said, I miss Anthony. I wish gay people were real. Just sharing. Mossy, literally how? I mean, I think Mossy just like gets asked and then you do. Also, I hope your chicken wing dinner is good, Demi. Thank you for the sub. Okay. Every time I think of Beetlejuice now, I think of Josie. How many of these are like musicals or like movies? I see glass animals. Beetlejosie. Beetlejosie. It's so yummy music theory and illusions. I don't know anything about music theory. I pointedly did not um what am I talking about? Oh, I kept ditching those classes. I didn't understand. I mean, I probably could have if I had like gone to those classes, but it was more fun to not go. I literally it was like every like once a week. And I think I went to because it was right after lunch and I usually was anxious and I went home early or was like convinced I was going to throw up. I would miss it like every single time. And so I think I only went to a total of like 2 or 3 of the classes. And because of that, at the end of the year, I literally got to skip the I got to skip the like the final thing because I didn't know anything about it. So they literally could not give me the test. People do not know my pure power that I have over the academic system. They couldn't grade you. No. How do you grade someone that hasn't even been here? Have any of you guys had really bad sinuses lately? Because mine have been absolutely rancid the past few days. It's been so bad, dude. Hi, Ghost. Also, this is the collaborative playlist. If any of you guys wanted to toss more songs in, I can get the link. Um, I think it should just be this one. I don't know. There you go. But yeah, this is it went from 90 degrees daily to 30 degrees. Apparently fall happened in a few hours. This past week, it went from 80 degrees to like 60. And for where I am, that's pretty crazy. It also rained, which again, I live in a desert. It's not supposed to do that. But it's going back up this week. So today was a high of 83, and then it's going to be 75, 77, 81, 76, 76, 80. Like, what the hell? Oh, fuck. Yeah, we doing Sudoku? Yeah. As I yap, it's your guys' baby sensory. Also, if anyone's wondering what the little numbers are, it's just annotations so I remember what I'm doing. I am normally better at this, but I am admittedly distracted talking to you guys. But I carry around a little Sudoku work. The second from the bottom needs a 2. You mean this one? Yeah, but we don't know if it's a 2 or a 6 yet. Wait. Yeah, I don't know. What is... Oh, is that Cookie Run Kingdom? 2, 3, 4, 5. I used to play that game. I get really bad, I get really bad, uh... No. I get really into, like, a random video game for a period of time, and then I just, like, drop it, you know? Uh, but Cookie Roll Kingdom was that for a little bit, a while back. Yeah, it was bingo too, but that was a little bit different because I also had to deal with my own addictive personality thing. So, like, you know. But I did like Cookie Run when I played it. I'm into this random zombie apocalypse. Yeah, Araxis knows because I screen shared me playing it the other day. It's like a stupid zombie apocalypse app, and it's not good. It's bad, okay? It's one of those ones where it's like the ad of the woman and she got the big boobs and she's like, please help me, I've been infected. You know? Like it's one of those. I don't remember why I clicked on it. I think I was just so bored that I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. And that's the thing is that I just do that. I don't know why. But why evil numbers on screen? Sudoku. I will just pick up games like that and like there's no reason because boobs. No. But also they have, don't get me wrong, they actually have more than just like white people in this game, okay? But what I did notice is that they have like a bunch of like there's women and men survivors or whatever that you can get. It's like one of those like collect them games, you know? It's kind of gacha coded. Um and I got distracted. Uh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I just I picked it up and I will keep playing until I get bored. Um I got to such like I'm not like a really high level, you know? Uh but I am at a point where people were like messaging me to join their like little alliance or whatever. So, oh, you know who really likes those merge games actually? Babe, if you're here. If you're here, give your recommendation. But yeah, so I've been playing that like that fucking cold survival thing. I don't isn't it like whiteout or something? I don't think it's actually like that. It's the one with the playable ads, right? I like playing the ad, but then I'm not interested in the actual game. There's so many of the same games. Yeah, I get a lot of ads for like I don't know if you guys have seen it. Maybe this is more like exclusive to Tumblr, but I've been getting a lot of ads for the one that's like super AI, but it's like an 8-bit um pixel looking ad and it keeps saying like best survival game of 2025 and it's supposed to be like, "Oh, look at this cozy room," or like hideout and then there's like zombies trying to break in the background. Do you guys have any of you seen those ads? Do you know what I'm talking about? I bet if I open up Tumblr right now I could find one. But it's like it looks like 8-bit pixely and they're like it's so comfy cozy but also there's zombies in the background. They're super AI. I didn't realize it at first cuz I was like I was just scrolling by them really quickly. Um but they like super are. You know who I want to listen to? I want to listen to Bad Bunny. You guys are getting cultured. Have you seen those merger games where it's the woman and the child in the snow? Yes! Especially because one of them was for Merge Mansion, and that's not what the game is about. And the game actually has a plot. Or no, not that one, sorry. One of them was for the Gardenscapes. And I don't know why, because Gardenscapes is like actually a chill game that has a plot. They don't need to do that. They don't need to make up those ads. I also played that one, yeah. And then I got bored and I deleted it. But I just kind of do that. I'll pick up a random like phone app and I'll get into it for a period of time. I usually cycle through ones that I've already like played before. Have you guys heard of like Cake Story and like Farm Story? The phone app, but you can also connect them to like your Facebook account. Yeah, growing up, my cousins and I had one of those and we would play those games and they're not good. But it's like a oh, you come this put this thing in the oven and come back in like 3 days in real time and look at your money or whatever the hell, right? Um Also I'm not doing these because I'm getting distracted talking, to be clear. Um, yeah, I would go back to that game repeatedly for no reason, just because I can. Another one of those games that I would go back to that's like an oldie is Temple Run. Y'all remember that? You remember when like everyone was obsessed with that? Hello? Can I get a new game? Okay. Only 41%. Probably because the rest of them forgot. Temple Run, that was my shit. I got an ad for Angry Birds today, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Subway Surfers was not my thing. I never got that because I was like, that's stupid. That's so funny, Onyx, because I have done the same thing. Maybe that's what it is. Theater kid shit, I guess. Jetpack Joyride. What is that? Y'all remember Flappy Bird? I don't think I actually played that one. But I remember when it got deleted, everyone was like, this is the end of the world. Flappy Bird. Mm-hmm. I can put a 4 here. And also kill the scientist for funsies. Oh, I like the one where you're a shark and you can like eat people and like other fish and stuff. And you could like launch your shark out of the water and things. Did anyone know that one? And you would get bigger. I'm so old. You're at least 5. You're my dinner show. Mwah. What did you get for dinner? Guys, it's my fiance. I love them. And none of you are invited to the wedding. I posted some of our engagement photos on my Tumblr. If you didn't see them, L. Hmm. Bad for me things. Oh, naughty. That's okay. You had a hard day today. Doorway, thank you for the 22 months. Holy shit. Onyx, I hardly even stream regular style. I do want to come back to it, don't get me wrong. I don't intend on just ditching you guys immediately. I promise I'm not like gonna go out. I'm BRB. I'm gonna go out for milk and then not come back. I'm not trying to do that to you guys, but because I did get a promotion and I value my real life over. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this. Okay, I'm putting my hand on your guys' shoulders. I value my real world life more than my virtual one, which includes streaming and playing on Minecraft servers and role playing on Minecraft servers. My real life world and my responsibilities and my job bring me a lot more joy and satisfaction than the things that I do here. Not to say that these don't matter and that I don't have fun and I don't love doing it, but if I had to pick one over the other and let go of one, it would be all of this, unfortunately. Also because I make more money. I'm not gonna lie. I make more money, but also my job is really important. Which if you guys don't know, um, how do I like I always struggle explaining it. I'm I work in the mental health field, specifically with people with moderate to severe intellectual and developmental disabilities. Zara, thank you for the gifted sub. Um And I really like my job, and it's really important, and it helps people a lot. And I love it, but it can be really difficult because some of the folks that we assist are do have like maladaptive or like more dangerous behaviors that they can't necessarily control, but are rough. Like I will get hit or like by like adult men, you know, or whatever. And that's fine. Like don't get me wrong. Uh I'm not like gonna get really injured. You could, but I haven't and I won't at this job. But that being said, it does take out a lot of like time um and energy because I'm devoting it to my job and like the families and the folks who really need it. Uh and that is more important to me and more emotionally like satisfying than streaming or role playing on Minecraft. And obviously, people are free to disagree and live their lives however they please. But that's just my whole situation. Um, the online world served me very well growing up. I used it as a escapism. Um, you know, I met and made a lot of really good online friends. Uh, like hell, my significant other, who I'm going to get married to, we met online, right? I can't like explain how grateful I am of that and like how much it's mattered to me. But there's a certain point where I'm 25, I'm engaged, I have a job that's really important that I'm passionate about, and I want to go back to school and get my master's degree. I don't need the internet to be my escape anymore because I don't have anything to escape from. I like my life and I like where I'm at, and I'm incredibly grateful for the life that I have and where I'm at, and I have worked like hell for it. But it's just I was talking to my therapist about it, and she oh shit. And she was saying like, is it that do you not get fulfillment from it anymore? Is it possible that your real life gives you more fulfillment and meaning than your online one? And I kind of realized like, yeah, absolutely, that's true. And like I've been there, you know. There has there was times in high school where I became like incredibly agoraphobic, and I was pulled from school, and I was like under intensive like mental health watch basically, and I needed that online world and like online spaces and Minecraft and all these silly things because that's I needed it, or you know, like whatever. And I'm sure some of you are in that place too. And like I understand, I'm not going to like condone you for that or say that it's like stupid or unimportant. Um but it got better for me. And I don't want to thank you for the sub to Jamp. Congrats on gifting 150 subs total, Jesus. And Ghostly, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in. Hi, how are you doing? Yeah, I've grown as a person and I'm happier, and I've outgrown my time on the internet. And in a perfect world or in another reality, you know, I could do this and make money off of it and quit my full-time job and whatever, you know, but I'm not there, and I honestly don't think I want to be there. I've made peace with it, you know. I never went into content creation expecting to become a big deal or whatever. That was never my intention or purpose. Um, and it didn't happen, and that's okay too, because it's like a 0.01% chance that it happens to anybody, right? But the time that I spent here and streaming was valuable to me. And I mean, hell, I tattooed 404 on my skin to prove it, that this was like a very important and good time in my life, and I'm really grateful for it. Um, but yeah, I've outgrown this in my personal life, and for some people that's never an option and they're like fine with that, and that's okay. It's whatever. I'm just talking about me. Um, but yeah, so similar how towards like the beginning of the year I said I was gonna like reduce it to only like 2 streams a week if I feel like it. I'm probably gonna maintain that, but probably expect more like once a week. Um, because I don't know. I if I'm working like almost 40 hours every week and I have all my other obligations and things I'm supposed to be doing, and I want to spend my real life doing things that I like, I like that more than sitting in front of a computer, you know? Especially because it hurts. My back really hates it. uh yeah, so that's I don't know why I started yapping about this. Um but yeah, that's kind of everything. I still want to host projects. Don't get me wrong. I have an idea for another SMP after Wild West because I've learned a lot from this experience. And like I've made a lot of mistakes, but I've also made a lot of good decisions, and I'm proud of what the outcome of it was, even though like we've had a lot of ups and downs, right? And if I have the time and I'm given the opportunity to run another one, I would love to. I have a really good idea of like a space one, like on a space station. But this is something that would be like way down the line from now. Don't be all like, oh my god, Byte's making their SMP. That's not true. I'm not. Shush. In the future, it could be an option. I have like many ideas, but it'll kind of depend where I'm at. So yeah, but if anything, I'm definitely more of the I like to run it and be in the background and do administrative work more than I like to be streaming on it and entertaining the masses. You know what I mean? I like running it, and I know I'm good at running them, and I like how I run them, even though I've made mistakes. Yes. Uh, yeah. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the future holds. You want to help me with something? Half joke. Grabs you by the throat. You need to get better with your time first, babe. Also, why are you tone indicating at me? Who are you? Ew. For the people. Hi, Ghostly. I already said hi, but you're waving, and so I'm waving again. I hope Deltarune was good. You would just come in the middle of me yapping about me, so I had to finish that. Oh, it's different when I have a pen and paper because then I can just erase. That means this one. October's not a good example of my time management. I know. I know. But you need to get through all of this first before you can consider anything like that. Yay, Jamp! Everyone who has midterms, I wish you a very good luck. You'll kill it. And I also I'm going back. I'm going back on my soapbox to talk about that stuff. Yeah, that's fine. You can ask me for advice, absolutely. Um I can't promise that I'll know, but like yeah, sure. Uh look, it's all right guys, I'm getting on my soapbox. Here's your obligatory, this is my personal opinion and you don't have to agree, and it's not targeted, and it's okay to disagree and have a different opinion from me, or to not like my opinion. We are all, I hope, adults here. If you're not an adult, don't tell me. I don't want to know, and I don't want to know. Shut up. Don't tell me your age. Um get off the internet if you can. Get off of it. There is a very real connection to your level, like to anxiety and how much of the internet you use and social media you consume. For some people, this is the only thing that they can do. Like maybe you have whatever disability and you are restricted in your movement and you have to be online more or, you know, XYZ thing. Maybe you have a reason. But if you can, even a little bit, get off the internet. I cannot, it's so easy to get caught up in everything. But at the end of the day, oh my god, something scary or freaking me out is happening, like on my phone. You know what you can do? Because that's not indicative of the world. You can just turn it off and it's gone. Like it's that easy. It's that easy. Um Thank you, Estelle, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in. So it's so easy though to get caught up in online and think that this is like all consuming and that everybody is, you know, it's very polarizing. The internet is very polarizing, and I don't like that. And it took me a really long time to realize that. I love the internet. I love what it's done in terms of I don't think I would be here without it. Uh because I was a very sad child and I really needed it. But now that again I have grown out of it, um I I I cannot emphasize, if you are somebody who gets very anxious or very depressed, reduce your time on the internet. I will go out to the library and sit there with my like tablet to draw on and enjoy my time and feel fine. I will like go pick up a hobby that's not being on the internet. I guarantee you that you will feel better in time. Uh you will hear over and over again like, oh, touch grass or whatever. Like, yeah, for some people their entire lives are online, and maybe you're one of those people. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can do better and you deserve to have better. I love online, but also sometimes it is a prison that you are allowed to, that you walk into and then you forget that the door is, then they close the door and you forget that it's not locked. That's kind of what the internet's like. Um I catastrophize, or I used to be a chronic catastrophizer. Uh Hashtag lore. Um and I have always had generalized anxiety disorder and like major depressive disorder all of my life. I've been in treatment for it since elementary school, and I've tried every medication under the sun. Limon, I don't need the vouch, bro. Uh, I get it. I've been there, you know? Like, I started using the internet when I was like 7 or 8. I'm 25. That's more than half of my life, you know? I've been there. And I know that, like, there's more fun things to do. We can play like fucking Roblox, or hell, I'm playing Sudoku right now, or you can watch a Twitch stream. And maybe it's hypocritical of me. It's hypocritical of me to be like sitting here preaching about it. But at the end of the day, when I'm done streaming, I turn off my laptop and go lay down and enjoy my life. But you get so into on, oh my god. Hey, shut up. I'm gonna cover him. Sorry, he's hormonal, so he's loud. Hi, my love. I'm gonna put you to bed because you're loud. Okay. But I've been there. I understand. Like, if anyone is gonna sympathize and understand, it's me. But life is so much bigger than online and people's very strong opinions and the very real, or like everybody just very much trying to be like, I don't know, it's my opinion, and if you're wrong, fuck you. When it's not that deep in real life at all, you know, you will get so convinced that if you, oh my god, share your opinions, or if you say the wrong thing, that it's over. But like in real life, That's not really the case. And if you're around people where that is the case, maybe reconsider the people you're around. Um, like here's a perfect example. I a few years ago, um, some of you have heard the story, some of you haven't. A few years ago, I was unfortunately forced to. I was forced into the limelight, and something I was in blew up online negatively, and people were saying really rancid stuff and like making assumptions about me and who I was because of the thing that they made up. And it wasn't true, obviously, but it was really, really bad. And again, I've been being treated for generalized anxiety disorder and major depressive disorder my whole life. And when I was obsessively checking the comments of that and like getting it sent to me by everyone ever that knew me that like uses the internet, that was the most stressed out I've been and the most anxious I've been since I like a prior attempt of my life. And it was just the internet. Like I had to take medication to be able to relax because of how bad it was. And at the end of the day, it was just the internet. And the steps I took after that of removing all of my stuff online and being less online has drastically improved it. You just can't let that kind of shit get to you, you know? But if you have a real world and you have things that matter to you and that you're passionate about and that you care about, whether that's your friends, your family, your pets, you know, an activity, activism, whatever, like that is going to matter to you a lot more than whatever's online. And you realize like I have like for me, I have a job. I care a lot about my family. I have a fiance and I have my pets and all my responsibilities. Why would anything somebody says to me online matter to me as much when I have all these real world things that are more important to me? You know? Like it's that kind of stuff doesn't really hold, it's not the same scale. You know, if someone's gonna like write a twit longer about how I'm a piece of shit or whatever, like on Twitter, it is not going to matter to me very much because no one that I actually care and love in my real world will give a shit. I don't know. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is like if you fortify and fill yourself up with good things in your life, in your real life, then the things that happen online will not matter to you as much. Does that make sense? Is that like coming across? Because that's kind of what I found. Is I decide to fill my pockets with the good things and the people that love me. And if you fill up your pockets with enough love, then there's not room for anything else, you know? I don't have room for hatred from random people I don't know. And then it doesn't really matter anymore. For real, for real. Bars, thank you, Jamp. Everyone went quiet, so I got nervous. It's been a while since I've soapboxed. Oh, I used my hotkey. Fuck, I used my hotkey by accident. That's not what I was trying to do. You're not alive, chat. This is living death. I think that there's a way to correctly engage and limit yourself with the internet. But I don't think most people have that. And like to be fair, some of us don't know any better, you know, if we grew up when COVID was going on. But I don't know. One of the major things, Salt said it earlier, but one of the major things in our relationship that I bullied them into doing was going out more and being online less. And they just vouched that they feel so much better being like out in the world. But yeah, you deserve good things. All of you do. And the internet is not one of those. You deserve like better than that, and you deserve like a real social life and love. Even if you were the weirdest motherfucker in the world. I don't care. You still deserve love. And you know, you will probably get it in some way, shape, or form. Fill your pockets with love, and there will be no room for any negativity and hatred. Does that little gay dog peace sign pose sign? What do you see? Light pollution mainly. If anyone wants to share thoughts of that, though, by the way, you can. It's not just the me talk forever show. My neighbor's drone watching me undress. Girl, what? Aw, Jamp, yay! Jamp's harem grows. It's so nice to do things and go places. Yeah! I love going outside. Even if it's just like my job is the only thing the week that takes me outside, I feel so much better. See, look, I stopped getting distracted and then I actually just did it. I love reading. I love listening to my little books. I like reading my physical books too, but lately because I do like I draw at the same time or whatever, I'll just like put on an audiobook. I've listened to so many fucking books. Just in the past like few weeks, how many have I listened to? Hmm. I've read in the past few weeks, one, two, three, four books. I'm on the fourth. They're all gay. If any of you want some book recommendations, I read the book Sword Crossed, which is like a historical one. Um, and there is gay sex in it though. It scared me. It jump scared me, I'm not gonna lie. Do you know how startling it is to be like driving and then you hear the word dick or whatever and you're like, ah! It's good. It's like a historical one where like the head of house has an arranged marriage and he has to hire a swordsman basically to help him in case someone challenges the marriage. And then oopsies, they like each other a little bit too much. That's that book. It's called Sword Crossed. And then How to Sell Your Blood and Fall in Love, which is a vampire and non-vampire one. The vampire has a really good, really well written dialogue, like internal dialogue, and a really good representation of like how weird things can be when you are someone on the Arrow A spectrum. And he's very much autistic. And then at the very end of the book, he's like, I think I might be autistic. And I was like, yeah, dude, super. I called it. I called it, King. But it's a fun one. It's a good one. Um, if you want something lighthearted and silly, the Borrow a Boyfriend Club is like, these are all wildly different. By the way, those two had sex in it. Borrow a Boyfriend Club is like young adult, like teenager, okay? It's basically a trans guy joins Orin High School host club to prove that he's a real boy. And it's cute and it's very funny. I like Paige Powers' writing. They're just like more lighthearted, kind of like, oh, well, probably like a high school student would read this, but I like them. I think they're cute. It was a good palette cleanser. Stop tempting me to buy more books. Get a library card. I listen to these online, so it's been so long since I've like streamed. Oh my god. I'm like yapping so much, it's like hurting my head. So my screen's too bright. God, I am old. Goodness gracious, Jamp. You have my... I keep updating my book list, though. Don't you have the link to that? Maybe that's what I'll do, is I'll like post you my book weekly book recommendations. Oh, also, I still do art commissions, and I actually got caught up on all of them. I only have like one for Abraxas right now. So if any of you guys want to commission me, now's a great time to do so. Cause I'm caught up. Abraxas, I'm almost done. It's like all lined except the hand. For some reason, I keep stalling on it, which is weird because I love drawing hands. But I'm really unsatisfied with parts of the face, so I keep like leaving it to come back later and then forgetting. But I'm gonna take a look at it soon. Maybe that's what I'll do during my 8 a.m. training tomorrow. I know how to do my job. I don't need training. Seven. God, I can't believe they're making me wake up at 8 a.m. for training tomorrow. Ugh! I'm a little in charge man now, guys. It's gonna look really good on my resume. I'm an authority, which is crazy because I've been working there for less than 6 months. But they literally vouched for me to get the promotion, so hits a jig. Opening my docs and I see piss dog right under my resume. Good. All things are as they should be. I don't actually remember if we've like announced this officially or not. I think we might have only alluded to it. We do have an ending date for Wild West SMP, and it is like the end of the year. I'm saying that now, and then if we haven't announced that yet, I will put that somewhere. But I was just thinking about it. WW. What, did you guys think it was gonna go on forever? I thought that we did, to be honest, but I think we've alluded to it so many times that I just figured people kind of knew. I think people knew it was ending this year, but not when. We have a community event going on now, though, where you can win a Wild West hoodie. You guys, if you're in the community, fandom culture would be over. Yeah. Yeah, it's called Monster Mash, where if you design, it's like a design competition. So you make a creature based off of one of the factions, and there can be a total of 3 winners, like one per faction, and the winner gets a free WW hoodie. Yippee! What the fuck does that mean, EXO? Dump all of this for like a month? Do you not go to other streams? Oh. I thought that you watch other people too. Oh, I see. You just actually app here. Well, I guess this was one of your first, like, I was one of the first people you, like, actually watched, so I guess that makes sense. This is your safe space. Well, I will maintain it still. Well, I am honored. No, I'm glad. We've had enough of that to last a lifetime, I think. Yeah, everyone. Everyone being like, thank God. Yeah. Well, she's doing better now, wherever she is. She's happy. Yeah, people are complicated. The giving birth was a big one. That's how we should have known from the beginning that she was a woman. Roleplayed giving birth too much. That is an intentionally cis-normative joke, by the way. That was a joke on purpose, I know. It was supposed to sound bad. I'm so glad that for the most part you guys have like critical thinking and you know that like not everything I say is bad. I'm glad. If there's anything I could like impart my chat, it would be like, hey, not everything is that deep and like question the things that you are told in here and like think for yourself and do not just jump to conclusions and assume the worst. If you guys take anything away from being here, I hope it's that. My final message: change the world. I'm probably not going to go for much longer, by the way. My head hurts from looking at a computer. But I just wanted to like catch up with you guys and like yap and stuff. Um, I don't know when the next time I'll be live is. Probably next week. Uh, I've been I've been busy, but also I am training for my senior position this week. So my schedule is likely to change. And he meant his pewda. Like just saying it like that. I get it. Uh yeah. It's my 4 years on T soon. Happy testosterone. No, he was not. Oh, happy anniversary. Babe, why did you say oh? Are you not ready? But also probably not like right this second. But my head is starting to hurt from looking at big monitor screen and stuff. My monitor is way too fucking big. They should have been like, you know what? Maybe this is too big of a monitor screen, actually, and then they should have stopped it here. But they didn't. They just kept going. I literally have like a TV on my fucking desk. How am I supposed to live, laugh, love in these conditions, dude? That is many injections. The testosterone took your hair away, huh? You keep telling people it was a buzz cut, but I know the truth. It stole. Mm-hmm. Don't worry, I know. I'm not gonna lie, when I was like, what should I do as like a baby sensory for you guys while I'm talking today? Because I didn't want to put like face cam on. I almost thought about just opening up a new RL craft world and just passively playing. No, I know the one you're talking about because we shake hands. All of them, correct. Also, if you guys have been wondering who we've been listening to, we've been listening to the artist Bad Bunny. Thank you, Jam. Very cool. See, the one thing I do like about playing Sudoku Online is that it automatically, when you populate a number in the row, it automatically like crosses it off from where you listed it. Because I forget to do that sometimes, and then I'll be like, I added a double number. Ugh. Love of my life. Where are you? I tuckered myself out. I don't know, EXO. I don't know. Wait, are they live? Oh, they are live? Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'll finish this round and I'll raid them then. That's what we were waiting. I was gonna raid. That was like the plan. I was gonna raid into them. So then you guys didn't have to pick who you wanted to watch. It's really hard to focus now because I'm just paying attention to how big my monitor is and that it's hurting my eyes. So now that's all I can think about. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. It is large. It's like a 2.5 foot long monitor, and I sit maybe not even a foot away from it, so it hurts my eyes. I backed up to be clear, but even then, the damage is done. It also doesn't help this is a white screen, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. That's probably more likely the culprit. I get to listen to my audiobook. Excited. We're almost done, Jet. Oh, I hear it's good. I haven't played either of the games, but I know that people are all on that. We did it! There you go. Yeehaw! Alright. So true, Jam. Alright. I am going to be sending you guys over to the love of my life, who is currently live on Wild West SMP. They haven't streamed in a really long time, so please show them love and support. And I love you guys, and I hope that I see you guys again next week, all right? Have a good, wonderful rest of your night. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Remember that you deserve good things, and I hope something good happens for you, okay? Good night, everybody. Copy and paste my raid message when you get to the other side, or use my raid emote, whatever you prefer. And be nice to my fiance, or I'll fucking get you. All right? Good night, everybody. Bye-bye.